Yeah,
That's a great segue. I mean, it's
yeah.
great that you talked about that because I wanted to get to that too.
Sorry, yes.
How does mRNA vaccine really differ from these traditional vaccine? And you explained so much about what traditional vaccines are, and that they are pieces of a virus or a whole virus that has been inactivated for one thing or weakened, right? And that's been what's been around for many, many years. And, that's what we're using for measles, mumps, polio, tetanus. This is what we
Flu.
consider as a traditional vaccine. That's for the flu, too. Manufacturing of these vaccines can take weeks or months, right? Because it's a much longer process than like an mRNA vaccine, which is really can be quickly designed and scaled up because you don't need this entire process of weakening and inactivating a virus. Basically, we just need the genetic instructions for that one piece of a virus to build the viral protein. So that's the mRNA is pretty much for that short period. I actually don't know how big the genome of these viruses are, but basically you're looking at like a very, very small portion of the virus. Only the relevant part of or relevant sequence of the virus that's going to be incorporated as an mRNA vaccine. And if you think about it that way, like, do you really want an entire genome of a virus in your body
Right.
versus like just a small piece? I mean, not to say that, I think we've gone, I think companies have been very good at like generating effective traditional vaccines and inactivating
Sure.
them. But I'm saying, like, if you were really concerned, if one just thought about it, you don't want an entire sequence, like genomic sequence of a virus. You just want like a little bit because
You don't need the rest.
you don't need the rest, right? So that concern is really somewhat, I think we needed to also place that. That was the advantage of an mRNA vaccine. You do not have to include all other components of a virus that is not really necessary to induce an immune response.
Right.
And so that's really the advantage of the mRNA vaccine. And not having any part of a live or dead virus is considered safer. There's just it wouldn't result in some of the typical um that are that might be present in traditional vaccines, which on its own like don't really occur as much. The effectiveness of the vaccine still far outweighs these risks. But just like everything else, there is going to be rare side and specific side effects from traditional vaccines, as it is for mRNA vaccines.